Hey guys, trying to see if we can look at the moon together. Trying to see if this works. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's the moon, and it's gonna occult the star Regulus. Basically hide Regulus for many people. Here in Montreal, I don't think so, but we're gonna see. It's kind of hazy. I don't know if you guys can see that. It'll be interesting to see. And let's see if we can focus it a little bit better. Okay, oh, it's very fuzzy. Now I can't see the star. The star should be over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the shutter speed. Let me see if I can. And bring back the moon. Oh, I think there it is. I think that's Regulus over there. Let's see if I can actually get it a little bit better. I'm seeing, this is all a test, seeing if this works, but it's not so easy. So I'm inside my house, telescope is outside my house. I'm trying to overexpose the moon to catch the star, because the moon is just so bright. It's not easy to do. No, we're gonna see if it works. Hey there, watching me on YouTube, the Creek Walker 0174. Yeah, this is just a test. I'm not really in prime time for using this. Just, it was sort of like a spur of the moment thing. I looked out my window, saw the moon. It was supposed to be more cloudy. Turned out it wasn't so cloudy. So I figured I'd try. But you can see it's very hazy. And I'm centering the moon. Yay. See, like, if I want to focus the moon, I can autofocus it, and it'll get better, and you'll see details on the moon. There, you can see. But a lot of haze. A lot of haze. Definitely. Can zoom in. There we go. And if we play with the parameters, let's see. Doesn't seem to like it. Well, it does. We can see the moon. Overexposed is the light there. See what I'm trying to do. Oh, it's raining in Pennsylvania. Oh, well, I shouldn't complain. At least I can see the moon, right? So what's really interesting, let me see if I can show you on what I'm looking at, is if I show you my Sky Safari, this is sort of what we're looking at. You can see where Regulus is. There's the moon. This is on my planetarium program. So this is kind of what I'm looking at. And let me see if I can actually make changes. So if that is, if I actually do the moon, let's see. And I center it on the moon. I mean on Regulus. There. This is now. Right now, that's where I should be seeing the star. Regulus. So if I go back to looking at my telescope, this should be where I should be seeing it. So I'm going to center it again. I'm not tracking the moon now. And I'm going to try to see if I can change this again. I don't know why it's not letting me. I haven't figured this one out yet. Going to autofocus it, and you can see there's the moon. Very pretty. We can kind of look at it closer up. There we go. Autofocus. There we are. You can zoom in on the moon. Go through system, moon. I'm going to track the moon. All right. Oh no, 10% battery power. I guess I won't be on for too long. But hey, this is just a test. We'll see how it goes. There we are, tracking moon. Well, that's good. We can see some features. Now the star should be there, but of course I don't see the star because it's so bright, the moon, that it's compensated now for that. You can see the craters on the south, really nice stuff. All through my little dwarf 3 scope, we're looking at the moon. And if we can, now the shutter is at 1/10,000th. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. It's a little bit getting cloudier, so the moon isn't as bright. But but we're looking at the moon. You can see the mares. Pouring in New York too. Mary Finnell. Oh, New York, eh? Oh, well. Hey, at least you get to see a little bit of the moon right here. There we are. That's amazing. We are looking at the moon live right now, Saturday night, 8:49 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, if you have clear skies, you could take your binoculars and look for that star, which is about here. I've had it on I was able to actually take a picture of it. Overexposed. If I show you here, right there in this image, it is visible right there. I have my arrow pointing at it. That's the star Regulus. I overexposed the moon, and you can see right there, and it's going to go right, it'll skim it above. It won't be passing behind the moon for me here in Montreal, but if you're in Washington, New York, Miami, San Antonio, any of these other cities, that star will be closer down. It'll actually be lower down here in this part, and it'll be like going right behind the moon, just disappear and then reappear on the bright surface on the other side. Yeah. So you'll be able to see that, which is, I think, pretty cool. Let me see if I can get that back. There we are. We're back on the moon. Let's unzoom a bit. Let's see. I don't know why the moon is not being tracked properly here a little bit. We're going to see if we can get the moon back. Try to focus again. Let's get the focus in. We're working on that. There we are. It's still hazy here in Montreal, so it's not going to be that good. But we can see a lot more detail. Look at the crater. It's Southern Highland. A lot more detail there. There we are. I wish there wasn't as much haze in the atmosphere. We'd probably see it a lot clearer. You can see it's kind of hazy right now. But there is, and that motion, you can see that it's kind of moving off the side of the screen. That's actually caused by the Earth's rotation on its axis. So that's why it's kind of moving like that. I can compensate for it like that. There we are. Try to focus in a little bit better. This is actually very easy to use. It's not hard to use. Literally, you guys are watching my phone screen. So seems to be working really well. I'll definitely want to show you guys more things in the coming weeks and days. Can work this out and just get it to work a little bit more seamlessly. But I think this is fun. I was just moving up and down. There's a delay between the signal from my phone to the telescope that's in my backyard. I'm sitting inside my living room, and basically the telescope is outside and it's on my balcony, and that's what you're seeing is the moon in the sky. Right now, I'm in Montreal, Canada, and that's what you're looking at. It's a lot of fun. Of course, there's a lot of technical things going on for me to be able to live stream this to you guys. It's much easier just using my phone and looking at it just by myself. But if I want to share it with you guys, it's a little bit tricky because I'm actually controlling my phone from my laptop, and that makes it a little bit trickier to use with you guys. But it's so much fun sharing, the image of the moon. There we are. So this is a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed that. It's just an impromptu test, really. I'm just testing this, and you guys are along for the ride. It is a lot of fun, but there's a lot of things that still have to figure out how to work. Make sure that I can see it. This one's a little bit challenging because the star is just overpowered by the moon. Well, you're welcome, Mary. I'm so happy you have some fun. I mean, it is, this is really kind of cutting edge, state of the art, being able to do this on the internet. I'm not a professional observatory. I don't have, tens of thousands of dollars worth of equipment. This is just something, on my laptop with my smartphone and with a little smart telescope that it's only a few $100s worth of equipment. It's really incredible that we can do this. And as an astronomy educator, this is really impressive that I can share this with you guys. Normally I'm using just a planetarium program, but this is a live image of the moon. So it's really a fun thing to be able to share. And if this works out, then there'll be a lot more things that I can do like this and have you guys along on a guided tour of the night sky. In this case, we're just looking at the moon. Conditions of the sky are not so great here in Montreal. It's not raining like you guys in Pennsylvania or New York, but it's hazy. So because of that, it kind of washes out some of the views of the moon on this, but I still think it's enjoyable. I can move the moon around a little bit, show some, there we go, put it in the middle of the screen. And we're watching the moon. Now the star is probably, for a lot of you guys who are in the southern United States, definitely the star has now moved in back of the moon. So this star is, you can see here in the planetarium program, it's right here, Regulus. So for me, you can see in Montreal, Regulus is skirting just above the moon, where the limb of the moon is just there in the dark side right now. But for some of you guys, it would have been much more south, which would be a very different show, completely different show. Because you would have the star wink out and disappear behind the moon. This is what we call an occultation, a lunar occultation, where a star hides behind the moon. It's a really neat magic trick, I think, that the cosmos does for us. It's a lot of fun to be able to watch. Binoculars and telescopes really help, and that's what you are able to see things like that with very modest equipment. Here we are, we're back. Looking at the phone screen. There we are. There's the moon. There we can actually look at it closer up too. We can try to get, let's see if we can autofocus. Get some more detail. We're along the terminator of the moon, where there are a lot of craters. It's like we're skimming on top of that. I mean, this is not like the Artemis mission, but yeah, it actually does have an auto track on it. I don't have it enabled. Why don't I have it enabled? Not sure quite. I've done it before. I go in here, I go solar system, the moon, put the moon in the television, tap track, center, and track it. So you see I'm going to do that. And I think it's just so hazy. It's amazing that it's actually seeing the moon. Now it's gone. Where did it go? There it is. Bingo. Searching for the moon. We can see it. It's there. It's focusing in on it. There you go. Tracking the moon. And we can actually see there's the moon. Let's focus it again. Yeah. It's still very cool being able to see the moon this close up. There it is. Look at that. Isn't that neat? Southern Highlands, where it's filled with craters. And this is kind of the region down here somewhere is where the Artemis missions are going to build out a lunar base, somewhere in the darker area. We can't quite see it. It's past here, but it'll be very, very cool. Oh, Anne-Marie says Leo is your sign. Really? Oh, well, there you go. Regulus is the heart of the lion. It used to be called Cor Leonis. They changed the name to Regulus, but it used to be Cor Leonis, the heart of the lion in Latin. And it's 79 light years away, the star that's going behind the moon tonight. And in a few minutes, it will be reappearing on the other side, the bright side of the moon. I don't think I'll be able to catch it with my telescope right now. With the hazy conditions, the moon is just overly bright and I can't see that pinpoint of star. I did see it before. I did capture an image of it, and I can show you that image right here. I overexposed the moon, and there you can see right there is the star. That's Regulus. And it went right above the moon right there. I can't see it because it's just, it's just way too bright, the moon, right now. But I thought this was a very cool thing. So that's kind of like, see, guys, I did it. I just not able to see it right now. But hey, we can see the moon and all these amazing craters. It's a lot of fun. There's the lava plains. These are what we call mares. And these are ancient lava plains on the moon. And there's much fewer craters that are visible. There's this is the area where Apollo 11 landed, the Sea of Tranquility. It's really amazing. And this is what we call the terminator line. If I zoom out, this is the terminator line of the moon. And basically that's where the night and day are. And the border here is really the best place to scan with a telescope. If you have a good telescope, a backyard telescope, because you'll see long shadows being cast by the crater rims, especially in the southern highlands. There's some nice craters, and you can see like there a lot of the craters casting shadows. Like over here, you can see big shadow being cast there. There's a shadow line here, and this part of the crater wall is still in bright sunlight, while this side of the crater, the bottom of the crater, is already in the shadow that's being cast by the mountains on this side of this crater. It's really amazing the things that you can see. And these are you could see these kind of things with a backyard telescope. That's what this is. That's what I have here. And I mean, you can spend hours just looking at the moon. It's a lot of fun. There we are. That's the moon. And I'm hoping that we'll have some clearer skies. Yeah, we could stack some images, that's for sure. Let me see. Whoops. Well, my battery is going to die, so I'm going to have to sign off, guys. But this was a lot of fun. I'm going to try this again, definitely. I want to continue experimenting, and I want to be able to give you guys a guided tour, a little bit more, even deep sky stuff, which is really fun. But the moon is just awesome, and I think we could have a lot of fun looking at the moon at different points in its phases. Wow, 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 look at that. Yeah, that's a lot of fun, being able to see the moon. Absolutely. Thank you for joining. I mean, this was just something impromptu. I didn't really plan on this. I just thought, hey, why not? I'm going to try it. I always like sharing things that I'm discovering, and I'm discovering a lot of new things with my little Dwarf 3 telescope, learning about it. Love to share it with all of you, my learning experience. We're on a journey together, and let's have some fun. So I hope you guys get to go see the moon. It absolutely is just so gorgeous and beautiful. There'll be a lot more things that I'll be posting on my Facebook page and YouTube. A lot on my Facebook, a lot of daily information about what you can see in the sky. Stars, constellations, deep sky things, planets, moon, meteors, comets. There's so many things. And by the way, I posted a couple of new articles on my website. Check it out. One is about, there's rumors of iPhone camera improvements that'll be specifically really good for astrophotography. So if you have an iPhone, or you're thinking about getting iPhones in the coming year or years, next few years, there's some very interesting rumors about how they're going to improve the cameras. So I wrote up an article about that on my website, and also some new discoveries of organic molecules on Mars. The Curiosity rover has come up with some very interesting new discoveries, and I have that covered. It's a new article, scientific article that was published this week, and it's very exciting. It's hinting that Mars may have been much more habitable than we ever thought. So I think that's really interesting. So check out those articles. They're on thenightskyguy.com. You can find them all there. So thanks for hopping along. It's great. I can see Pierre's saying he's looking. It's not too bright for binoculars. That's fantastic. I'm gonna go outside because I want to see it with binoculars. And if you guys see anything or post in the comments on my Facebook or my YouTube. Love to hear what you are actually seeing tonight. If you can see Regulus, it'll be really nice to share. I love to see what all of you, my friends, are seeing around the world. It's so special that we can share this together. So thank you so much for joining. This was fun. And we'll see you on the next video. Clear skies.